We have all heard that jibe by Mark Twain, haven't we? About the banker and his umbrella. A banker is a fellow who lends you his umbrella when the sun is shining, but wants it back the minute it begins to rain. Well, things aren't always like that.
We were tracking right here the devastating fire that broke out in Kolkata's MRI hospital.
The basement of the multi-speciality hospital is on fire. Panic breaks out. Amri, one of the city's poshest hospitals, houses over 150 patients at any given time in the wing that went up in smoke. Fire engines and ambulances rush to the rescue.
Among those killed at the fire that consumed MRI hospital in Kolkata were two brave nurses from Kerala, PK Vinita and Ramya Rajapan. The two nurses were among the only ones among the hospital staff not to flee and rescued 8 out of 9 patients in the general ward.
State Bank of Travancore rose to the occasion in that moment of grief. Going beyond its call, even without a request from the parents, SBT wrote off the entire dues in their educational loans. Hardly surprising. Empathy is ingrained in SBT's DNA. Benevolence, its middle name. After all, it had to reflect the character of its founder, Sri Chittira Tirunal Balarama Varma. The royal family of Travancore had established several major institutions to enhance the quality of life of people, be it in the educational, health, or recreational spheres. Though well endowed by nature, the state was economically backward. There were pockets of surplus. At the same time, there were persons, activities, and businesses that were in need of money. A trusted intermediary could act as a link between the two segments, Chittira Tirunal realized. Thus was born Travancore Bank, with authorized capital of 2 crore rupees. This at a time when the combined capital of the 145 banks operating in Travancore and Cochin states together was well below 3 crore rupees. This at a time when a gram of gold cost just 16 rupees. The capital of SBT was then equivalent to 1,250 kilograms, which at current prices is worth well over 250 crore rupees. Chittira Tirunal might have had dreams of Travancore Bank functioning as the central bank of the independent state of Travancore.
In his investiture speech itself, he announced about a land mortgage bank to help the farmers who were in debt. And maybe that might have in some way or other inspired him to think a little ahead, a little more, and to bring about a banking institution or a banking facility which belonged to Travancore, all of Travancore.
Launched on the auspicious Onam Day in 1945, Travancore Bank was conceived as a bank with significant presence in the Indian peninsula, major commercial centers like Bombay and Madras. In due course, it would have footprints in centers like Bangalore, Coimbatore and Tiruchirappalli. The trajectory of future expansion saw it take strides into practically all the major commercial and business centers of the subcontinent. From day one, Travancore Bank was licensed to deal in foreign exchange. This was just as well because its command area was rich in commodities exported worldwide: tea, coir, cashew, pepper, cardamom and other spices. That was long back, 7 decades back to be exact. Today, SBT has grown manifold in stature. Why, in all parameters, be it branch network, deposit base, loan book, profits, staff strength, range of products, application of technology or global reach, and above all, customer trust. Hear what Kerala's illustrious son and crusader for social justice and environment, the legendary legal luminary Padma Vibhushan Justice V.R. Krishna Iyer has to say about SBT.
സാധാരണക്കാരൻ്റെ യഥാർത്ഥ സമ്പത്ത് അവരുടെ സ്വന്തം കയ്യിലുള്ള മുതലല്ല. യഥാർത്ഥത്തിൽ സമ്പത്ത് ഉറപ്പിക്കുന്നത്, ഗ്യാരണ്ടി ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഒരു ബാങ്കാണ്. ബാങ്കുകൾ ശുദ്ധമായി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കണം, ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നതായിരിക്കണം. അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഒരു ബാങ്ക്, ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് വേണ്ടി ജനകീയമായ നിലയിൽ പ്രവർത്തിക്കുന്നതായ ഒരു ബാങ്ക്, ഏറ്റവും ശ്രേഷ്ഠമായ ഒരു ബാങ്ക് ആണ് ട്രാവൻകൂർ ബാങ്ക്, ട്രാവൻകൂർ സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ബാങ്ക്.
True, SBT touches your life all the time. The tea you drink, the newspaper you read, the clothes you wear, the medicine you consume, the house you live in, the car you drive, the school your children go to, all have something to do with SBT. SBT has been a partner in the growth of every segment of the population. The lush green mountains of Nilgiris. Here, at Needle Industries Private Limited, they make hand-sewing needles, knitting pins and accessories, snap fasteners, hooks and eyes, and a complete range of pins under the brand name Pony. They are known world over for their excellent quality and durability. Let us hear Sri Theo Devajnanam, Managing Director.
Our relationship with SBT goes back perhaps 35 years. Over the years, of course, we've had our ups and downs, but through all that time, SBT has given us a tremendous amount of support, which is the reason, and probably the only reason, that we are still with you.
This is Dr. P.K. Warrior, Chief Physician and Managing Trustee of Arya Vaidyasala, Kottakkal. This orthodox practitioner of indigenous medicine was assiduously wooed for years before he chose SBT as its banking partner, and the relationship has stood the test of time.
SBT ആയിട്ട് ഈ കോട്ടക്കിൽ വന്നതിൻ്റെ ശേഷം വളരെയധികം ബന്ധം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. എന്തോ ഒരു ആത്മീയ ബന്ധത്തിൻ്റെ മാതിരി SBT ആയിട്ട് അത്രയധികം ഒരു ചേർച്ച ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. 70 വർഷം തികയുന്ന ഈ SBT ബാങ്കിന് എല്ലാവിധ ഭാവുകങ്ങളും ഞാൻ ആശംസിക്കുന്നു.
Verdant Telemetry and Antenna Systems Private Limited in Kochi is making waves in the space age. They design and manufacture antennae and radomes mainly for India's aerospace and defense industry. SBT, so far used to catering to the traditional businesses, was quick to grasp the needs of this new generation venture high on technology and rose to the occasion when circumstances demanded. And an enduring relationship was forged. Listen to its managing director, Sri Louis George.
There is no problem when people change. The continuity is ensured. So the culture of the bank as such is more professional, more customer oriented. That is what I like best about SBT.
SBT has been partnering with homegrown companies active in traditional business.
ഗ്രാൻഡ് ഗ്രോത്ത് എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ SBTയുടെ മെയിൻ ഒരു സപ്പോർട്ടാണ്. ഗ്രാൻഡ് മാസിൻ്റെ ഏത് ആവശ്യങ്ങളും അവരോട് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൻ്റെ മാനേജർമാരെ അന്നിരിക്കുന്ന സമയത്താണെങ്കിലും നമ്മൾ എന്തെങ്കിലും ആവശ്യങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇത് SBT ഒരിക്കലും ഒരു തടസ്സം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട് അവർ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടില്ല. SBT ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ടുള്ള സപ്പോർട്ട് ഗ്രാൻഡ് മാസിന് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഗ്രാൻഡ് മാസിൻ്റെ ഇത്രയും ഗ്രോത്തിൻ്റെ തന്നെ മെയിൻ കാരണമെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്.
A bigger contribution of SBT to the environment is the association with Green World paper bags.
SBT ആണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റ് ലോൺ തരുന്നത്. ലോൺ തന്നെന്ന് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഞങ്ങൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു കുടുംബശ്രീ യൂണിറ്റ് പോലെ ചെറുതായിട്ട് തുടങ്ങാനായിട്ട് അന്ന് അവർ 4 lakhs ആണ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് തന്നിരുന്നത് സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ്ങിൽ. കല്യാൺ ജ്വല്ലേഴ്സ്, ജോയ് ആലുക്കാസ്, മലബാർ ഗോൾഡ്, ജോസ് ആലുക്കാസ്, ജോസ്കോ, ഇത്രയും ലീഡിംഗ് ഷോപ്സ്, ജയലക്ഷ്മി, പുള്ളിമൂട് സിൽക്സ്, ഇതെല്ലാം ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെയാണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിലെ ഏക കോംപ്ലിമെൻ്ററി ഫീൽഡിലുള്ള ഒരു കമ്പനിയാണ്. പേപ്പർ ഷോപ്പറിൻ്റെ ആണെങ്കിലും നോൺ ഓവൻ ബാഗ്സിൻ്റെതാണെങ്കിലും ഇപ്പോൾ 300 to 350 സ്റ്റാഫ്സ് എനിക്ക് വേണ്ടി വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. എല്ലാം ലേഡി സ്റ്റാഫാണ്.
The fourth estate has always been close to SBT. The grand old ladies of Kerala, Kozhikode-based Matrubhumi and the Kottayam-based Malayala Manorama have been handheld by SBT for decades through thick and thin. Sri Maman Matthew, managing editor of Malayala Manorama, whose association is 70 years long and dates back to the establishment of SBT, says,
the connection between Malayala Manorama and the State Bank of Travancore is as old as the State Bank of Travancore. One of my colleagues who was in the finance division always referred to the symbiotic relationship between Malayala Manorama and the State Bank of Travancore. Everybody is aware of the difficulties which Malayala Manorama had in our early days. We turned to State Bank of Travancore right from day one, almost after our restarting in 1947 November. And to say that State Bank of Travancore has helped us is actually an understatement. It's been a partner with us in our progress.
സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ബാങ്ക് ഓഫ് ട്രാവൻകൂറുമായി ദീർഘകാലത്തെ ബന്ധമാണ് മാതൃഭൂമിക്കുള്ളത്. 1979 വലിയ സാമ്പത്തിക പ്രതിസന്ധിയിലായിരുന്നു മാതൃഭൂമി. അന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ സഹായിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ബാങ്കും വിഷമത്തിലായിരുന്നു. നെടുങ്ങാടി ബാങ്കായിരുന്നു അത്. അങ്ങനെ ഞാനും ഞങ്ങൾ അന്നത്തെ ഫിനാൻസ് മാനേജറായിരുന്ന നമ്പീശനും കൂടി SBTയുടെ മാനേജറെ പോയി കണ്ടു. അവരാണ് അന്ന് സഹായിച്ചത്. ആ സഹായം ഇല്ലായിരുന്നെങ്കിലൊരു പക്ഷേ ഇന്ന് എവിടെയായിരുന്നു മാതൃഭൂമി എന്ന് എനിക്ക് പറയാൻ സാധിക്കില്ല. അത് വളരെ നിർണായകമായിട്ടുള്ളൊരു ഘട്ടമായിരുന്നു മാതൃഭൂമിയുടെ. ചുരുക്കി പറഞ്ഞാൽ മാതൃഭൂമിയുടെ വളർച്ചയ്ക്ക് വലിയ സംഭാവന നൽകിയത് SBT ആണ്, ഒരു സംശയമില്ല. അത് ഞാൻ വളരെ നന്ദിപൂർവ്വം ഓർക്കുകയാണ്.
India lives in its villages, said Gandhiji, and villages are synonymous with agriculture. SBT has a major role in financing farming and allied agricultural activities with extension support in warehousing, marketing, etc.
இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகப்படுத்தி செய்யும் பட்சத்தில் எங்களுடைய வியாபார அபிவிருத்திக்கு மென்மேலும் உதவியாக இருக்குன்றதை தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறோம். இதுவரைக்கும் கொடுத்த கடன் உதவியில் நாங்கள் நிர்வாகத்துக்கு வங்கி நிர்வாகத்துக்கு.
It is active in cottage and tiny industries as well. The sectors touched and the geographies covered by SBT are diverse, truly cosmopolitan. Gujarat is one such. Among the most industrially advanced states of the country, it is home to the diamond industry. SBT has been an active player in supporting this business. Sri Thomas P. John, Director Finance of KP Sanghvi and Sons, speaks about the long association the company has had with SBT.
KP Sanghvi has been associated with State Bank of Travancore for over 2 decades now, and our experience with SBT has been fantastic. It has been growing ever since we began with them. These last 2 decades, we have grown our business with SBT over 50 times, and that speaks volume for itself. We specifically like the way in which they are very dynamic in their approach, their customer-friendly services, their quick response to the needs of the company and to their customers.
Traditional artisans, including those making jewellery, have all along been patronized by SBT. With liberalization and the opening up of the economy, high-volume business shot into prominence, and SBT was not found wanting. Major jewellers like Kalyan Jewellers, Malabar Gold, Joya Lucas, Sky Jewellers, you name them, SBT is with them. The diaspora from Kerala has a major presence in the Gulf countries. As a bank that knows the pulse of its people, SBT was quick to set up its representative office in Dubai to take care of their banking needs. Bearing testimony to its expertise in banking are the City Exchange LLC in Dubai and the Global Money Exchange in Oman, managed by SBT. SBT has truly spread its wings and now has global reach. With all that, at heart, SBT remains what it started out as, a bank firmly rooted on the soil, a bank blending into the social fabric and the people it serves, a bank that touches your life in every way. The priceless reward SBT covets is the smile on the face of the satisfied customer. For SBT, the world is simply not enough.